This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today on the arena we're going to...
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
Busted!
This is my show. It's my channel. Where did you get these awesome and totally amazing accessories?
I just told them I'm CGB. Why are you stealing my show?
Oh no. Looks like we've got two CGBs. I guess the audience will get two CGBs for the price of one in Best of One.
I'm the one in Best of One.
I'm the one in Best... Anyway, hi everybody. Say hello to MTGNerdGirl, who's going to be guest piloting on this episode of our daily video. Are you excited to be here?
I am.
You are the first ever guest pilot on a daily video.
Great.
Does that make you feel pretty awesome?
It does. I'm excited. And I've been told I get to pick the card we build around today, right?
Yep. You actually asked me something that a lot of people like to ask me from time to time, which is how do I build a different deck every single day? It seems like a lot. And honestly, I was going to show the deck building process, which is something that most people never do. So MTGNerdGirl is going to pick a card from Strixhaven, a rare or a mythic, that she wants to see a deck built around. And then right here in front of you guys, we're going to build the deck and we're going to play some games. So, are you excited?
I am. Let's get to it.
Okay, so what card are we building with today?
So I wasn't really sure what to pick. For some reason, I feel like the cards, though they are fun and interesting, there's nothing like super exciting build aroundy in the set. So I took a little inspiration from one of the drafts we did.
Okay.
What about the EFREET Flamepainter?
Okay, the EFREET Flamepainter. This is a fun one. So, EFREET Flamepainter double strike. When it deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. So, a lot of really cool payoffs for this. When I'm trying to make a video and I know that I want to make a different or unique deck for a video, sometimes I'll usually just think of a card, and that is like I'm casting a movie, and this is my leading star. So, with that said, I always just kind of put four copies of that into the deck right away. Easy mode. I always take out these lands because it always throws me off to have the land number just kind of set. And then we go from there. We look at the card and we look for synergies. So in this case, it has double strike, so things that increase power and toughness make it kill faster. But what's really good is when it hits the opponent and you can cast instant or sorceries for free. So this is right actually in my wheelhouse, a lot of instants and a lot of sorceries. So right away, I'm thinking I want to cast really huge spells with it. And there were the new ones that make treasure. So I'm going to search for treasure and find those.
Oh yeah, because you can discard it for the treasure and then cast it out of the graveyard.
Exactly. The Magma Opus is probably one of my favorites, the absolutely crazy Elemental Elephant. And Elemental Masterpiece is one I haven't played much with. I think I might grab a few of those, but it's one that I think is inferior to the Magma Opus and the Creative Outburst. Prismari Command is a new card that seems to mostly fit the archetype because it lets you put things in the graveyard. It might be able to remove a pesky blocker. It might be able to ramp you, so I like Prismari Command. So we're looking at an Is It Spells shell, and for the most part, it would be nice to have a few more ways to pay off these big spells, but we want to pave the way for and protect the Flame Painter. So that's what I'm going to look for next. Let's see.
We had one of our drafts where we went off with this card and was able to, they said no blocks. We had no spells in the graveyard. So in response, instant cast removal, cast it again. It was great.
It was really fun. So I can definitely, I hope that we get to pop off, as you might say, on somebody with this one today. Now, in the Prismari deck I did for the channel earlier, I did a lot of adventure creatures like Brazen Borrower and Bonecrusher Giant. Those don't work as well with the Flame Painter. So
Brazen Borrower clears the way for it, removes blockers.
But we can't cast it again. So I want what you're talking about. I want the Petty Theft effect of Brazen Borrower, but on a different card. So I think Into the Roil is legal.
That is.
Yeah. So that could be a pretty fun one. Maybe that will make the cut. And Scorching Dragonfire is one of my favorites that we can also run along with Fire Prophecy instead of a Bone Crusher Giant. So I'll grab a couple of those. I definitely want some kind of a counter spell. The Emergent Ultimatum decks are going to cast their Emergent Ultimatum and beat us even if we do some of these cool things if we don't have a counter spell somewhere. So let me see if I can find that. The puppy's getting excited.
He's angry about something.
See, I want to try, in the spirit of new cards, Test of Talents is a new counterspell. We could exile like all of their Emergent Ultimatums in one shot because that's a really popular deck. Negate is another, just standby, just a good card. Oh, we've also got the fancy arts, yeah, the Japanese arts. All right, 28 out of 60. So I'm looking for about 6 more cards to fill it out. Do we have like enough big spells that feel good recasting? I think so. I think Soul Sear would be a good one since it kills Lovestruck Beast, which could definitely be in our way a lot. And it would be nice to have another sort of payoff for these being in the graveyard. Do we have any other spells that do neat stuff? Spells that do neat stuff. Where are you?
It's probably too much, but like we don't have any other creatures except for the Flame Painter. What about the Prismari General, the Roma? That
card is really cool. I definitely want to build around that. I was thinking the same thing. Though I think we do need more creatures. We could run 1 or 2 of the Dean. Is that the one that you mean, the Dean?
No, I actually meant the uncommon because we were going to make so many treasures discarding these that you might have the mana to pay for the...
What's it called? Romnana something? It's gold, right?
ROOB or something? Rootha.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
So you pay 2 to double cast, essentially.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I like C's. I got it. I got what you were saying confused with another card.
Sorry about that. I know cards by their art and what they do. I am terrible with names.
So the other card I was thinking about is Torrent Sculptor, because with this one, if we put one of these huge spells in the graveyard, we can play this, exile it, and have like a 6/6 with a ward. That's really good against some players. And the Nada, the removal spell, isn't bad either. So I like that.
It's a nice beat threat.
We're at a spot where we could run with 24 lands. I just always run with 26 in best of 1, and it usually treats me pretty good. So we just have a few cuts to make. I think that the Sonata means we don't have to run as many of the cheap removals. So I think I'll trim the Dragonfires, and then we're on 26. So now the fun part, everybody's favorite, how to build mana base. The most important part of the mana base is the Primo Islands and the Primo Mountains.
Dirty island player.
Hey, I got some mountains. It's like the best of both of us.
It's us, yeah.
It's the team. So if you don't, it is well known, and I say all of this tongue in cheek, wink to the camera. It is well known that if you use the Primo lands, you draw much better. Just a fact. You want to tell me how wrong that is?
I bought a couple, like I bought those lands, but because I'm a drafter, they don't let you preset your lands, so you have to go in and change them every draft deck, and I just do not care.
It is too much, isn't it? Having to do it for every single deck.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to set a default basic land. I kind of can't believe we don't have that functionality, to be honest.
Whoa, you don't have this cosmetic?
I not yet. I have this. I have 2 cosmetics for this. I'm selecting the one I like. But yeah, don't worry. With every video dedication, we get a cosmetic. And I think I've got one for today lined up.
Oh.
So, let's see. We actually hit all the lands. I just added 4 Snarls, 4 Pathways, 2 Seagate Restoration, because I think they're great in this kind of deck, and 2 Smashings, because I think they're also great to have some spell lands. And boom.
We have a deck.
We have a deck. Now, in a situation where we weren't diving right into gameplay, I would probably play it a few times and maybe make some tweaks here and there. But for the video today, we're going to go right in and try this deck out a few times.
NerdGirl's deck.
NerdGirl's deck. Okay.
Oh, I have to do one more thing too.
Oh, what do you got? You're gonna sleeve it up? I may not have the sleeves you're looking for.
Well, I was just gonna pick one that you had.
All right, go for it.
One that I thought was pretty.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess we should kind of use that.
It is very on flavor today.
It's literally, we just built a basically mono Strixhaven Prismari deck.
Straight up Prismari deck, so makes sense.
Great,
All
okay,
right.
well.
We're also gonna hit the craft doll and lock this in. We don't have any learn spells, so we don't need to worry about the sideboard, and there's probably some spaces that could be tweaked, a little of this and a little of that, but for the most part, I've got a deck to play, so job is done. Where is my... Oh, there it is. Don't worry, editor's gonna cut this out. Won't be awkward at all. Won't be weird. Today's video is dedicated to Alex Forrest, who is a $9.99 patron. So thank you very much. Patrons at $9.99 bomb rare category will get a video dedicated to them and a cosmetic purchased in their honor. So
what was their name?
Alex Forrest.
Alex, yay! I just wanted to say.
I thought you were testing me.
No.
I had an internal panic attack.
I just wanted to also thank them, and I didn't hear.
Yeah, usually also I type their name up here in the corner for the intro, but since we didn't have the video ready, we didn't get to, but usually I do something like this.
Winky face. Cute. Yeah. Maybe we should have named the deck after them.
No, this is NerdGirl's EFREET Flamepainter special right here.
The hotness. And
now the part that we do is we also mentioned that today's video is sponsored along with our collab by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can use the promo code B2S for back to school and get a 15% discount on Mystical Archive singles, and you will get one of each of our Cool Stuff Inc. tokens. So make sure you go check out and do that.
You want to show the... it's ready to go.
Do the slide? Go for it.
It's not the full cartoon, it's just boop.
Boom!
There it is!
Done. It's over there.
That's why I always do the mirrored camera.
That works. I'm also like, it's not my setup, so I'm like trying to find the camera. I keep looking here. It's fine. Guys, check it out. It's that way. It's a great promotion. Use the promo code B2S for back to school. Get 15% off the Mystical Archive and get one of each of our tokens. All right. We have dedicated the deck. We have built a deck from scratch. We have introduced our guest pilot. It is time to dive in. Let the Prismari nonsense begin.
Nice. We even sleeved it with fancy sleeves.
Get ready to enroll in Strixhaven University with our back-to-school promotion. Take 15% off all Mystical Archive singles and receive a free pair of CovertGoBlue and MTGNerdGirl's exclusive tokens when you use the promo code B2S at checkout. The promotion ends May 2nd. So head over to CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, we're going to dive it into the play queue and test it out, see if we can iron some things out, see if there's any changes we want to make, and if we're crushing it, we're going to take it to the ranked queue.
All right.
The land of the mythic, the land of the rogues and the mono-reds, the vicious, and here we go.
We got the painter.
This hand is, it's what we built the deck around. But that's all it does. It is like turn 3 Flame Painter, and if it hits, we probably win. If it doesn't, we might just lose immediately. And we're up against Luris. So rogues, probably.
Great.
Yeah, probably not great, but we're going to try it. I mean, how do we turn it away? Okay, Sulphurous Mire, some kind of Rakdos. That's not rogues, that's good. There's a weird stick when you go to reveal a land when it asks you to reveal or not, and there's no stick when they don't. So you may as well reveal the land even when normally you'd be giving away information.
If you don't need the land. I was actually going to ask that as to like why you showed it if you're not going to plan to use it. So.
Yeah, if there's a stick, they know it's there anyway. So, might as well.
And then keeps them wondering for like an opt or something.
Yep, acquisitions expert, so discard decks. Discard decks in the play queue are a thing. People actually like to make you discard every single card in your hand. Feels good.
Which card do you want to...
I think we go big, because if we pull it off, we want it to be epic. We want it to be a Magma Opus. A Magma Opus of content. Village Rites in Response.
Interesting. Maybe they have ways to get it back?
Maybe. All right. I say we just go for it.
Oh!
Trying to hit the button. Don't shake me. I almost hit cancel twice. All right, this is...
No! All right, so now our deck does nothing?
Our opponent hates fun. What can you say? What can you say? Our opponent just hates fun. I think we drop off a Creative Outburst. Oh, we have to reveal 2 cards. Easy. Easy. Funny how it all comes together. So this is the awkward part where we get into the mid game, and yeah, our deck needs a little bit of work. We could cast the Prismari Command to draw 2 and discard 2, and maybe find something more playable. We can take out the expert. Maybe we do that now.
Okay.
Just in... Yeah, we don't have to do this at instant speed. Okay, this can be a threat.
Great.
This is going to enter the battlefield tapped, so we don't really need it, and we can drop the Outburst if they've already seen it, or we could drop an Opus. We're closer to casting this one, so I'm going to discard this one.
I like that.
Now, do we play the land? I don't think I'll discard it at all, because we need it next turn to play something anyway. If we're forced to discard, we'll discard this.
Yeah, they could... Oh, they haven't gotten the Lurrus in their hand yet, but I'm sure they probably have more.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they always have more ways to discard. Look, here comes another one. These decks just hate us having fun.
Yeah, and with them being black, they're just going to have enough removal for the whopping 6 creatures that we have.
Probably.
But they only have 1 card in hand. Well, that at this point, it won't get through, though.
But that is very true. It's probably not going to hit the opponent.
So do we play the Sculptor?
I guess so. Yeah, the best hope we have now with all these creatures on the ground is to draw into a lot of removal, which is pretty unlikely. So, as far as getting the Flame Painter to do its thing. You know, we might need some kind of a sweeper effect to take out small creatures. Like a Draconic Intervention is really good when you're putting spells in the graveyard. If this were a dragon, it would be absolutely perfect, but it still has 4 toughness. So we could do things like exile a Prismari Command, deal 3 damage to all the opponent's creatures, and then attack with this. It would be interesting.
We'd give it like a... We could play something that makes it more evasive, like a Rune of Flight or something.
Ooh, going into on some rune stuff. I wonder if we can find a way to do that kind of thing, create the evasion, but with a spell, so that we can cast the spell again and again. No!
Oh!
Our opponent hates fun.
Yeah, they super hate fun.
The dangers of brewing decks. You come up against players who hate fun. It's usually me. It's usually me being the one hating the fun. Okay.
Well, they do have chump blockers for days, but...
And they'll play Lurrus and get more, but now we can have 2 Sculptors.
Mm-hmm. Some big threats, at least.
Well, we didn't come here to block. Let's go.
That is certainly true.
At least getting these creatures back doesn't do anything when, joke's on you, the hand is empty. I don't have any cards to discard.
They can only get 1 chump blocker back per turn, so...
So both the Magma Opus and the Creative Outburst give 4 counters. So we don't have to worry about which one to exile. You kind of want to keep one of each. Yep. Immersturm. Interesting keep from the opponent. Deals 3 damage to target player, and they discard a card. You want to give a little of this? Okay, give them a little of that. Uh-oh, they leveled up their channelers.
Ooh, ouch.
And they have the Croxa now.
Ouch.
And they've got the Lurrus. Yeah, this is where only like a Draconic Intervention could really save us. If we send with the other one, they're just going to gain 3 back with the Lurrus. I think this is bad.
We do appear to be in a little bit of trouble.
Let's just going to do that. Have my treasure lined up. Kind of a F6 for the Magic Online crowd. Like, yeah, that's all I got. Go ahead, torture me. Look at all their power. Ooh. Oh, they do have enough mana to kick this and pay 2 and kill one of these. Nice.
Boo.
Alright. I think we learned a few things about the deck, but I think I'm comfortable letting them have the victory. Alright. First game up. Didn't quite go the way we wanted to. We gotta get our EFREET Flamepainter through for some damage next time.
Going against black decks are going to be pretty rough.
And I'm back in the driver's seat. They thought I was going to say we're back for the post-game wrap, because that's what I usually say when I'm about to end the video, but we are not done. There is work to be done. There's a play queue to be dominated.
We have to cast more than one Magma Opus.
I agree. And this hand, on the play, if we draw a land, it might do it.
Looks pretty good.
Oh yeah. We're gonna go for it, for sure. We're gonna play the Pathway, even though I'd love to hold it because we might draw a Snarl. And Serrated Scorpion. There's the land, but there's already something in the way of our Flame Painter, so, and it's black.
Prismari Command stops that.
Prismari Command can plow the road, so to speak. This might be another Witherbloom Sacrifice deck. They also have Snowlands, so gotta figure out what they're up to there. Okay, that can't block, but it is a lot of pressure.
It is indeed.
I think we do this one, because it can kill 2 things if we hit.
That's true. But I think in order to clear the way, we'll probably have to Prismari Command.
Mm-hmm.
So
we also have this, if we play it, is going to die to a removal spell if they have it. This, if we play it, has Ward 2 and will be hard to remove for at least 2 turns.
But can't get in through the Scorpion.
Not right away, but we do play it as a 6/6 and it blocks the shade.
Okay.
I think this is the play, plus it might also pave the way. It'll be hard for them to deal with, and then we can follow it up. I think this is it. I think that's a draw that changes the plan.
Yeah, Ward 2 is going to be difficult for them to deal with this early.
All right. The real question is, have they seen Ward yet? Because they might find out that they can't target it. We could also block the Scorpion so that it's not in the way in the future.
I think we have the Prismari Command for that.
Okay.
I'd rather make them have to have something.
Also, if they spend their turn like playing land and replaying Shade, that's fine. Yeah, Village Rites, draw 2. Would have loved to Test of Talents that if we had infinite mana. But that looks like a good turn for them. I think it's a great turn for us. They haven't done anything that's going to stop the Sculptor. Ah, we got snarled.
I think that's okay, though. We'll probably just dome them for 6 and then hold open Prismari Command.
Oh, yeah.
And the Test of Talons.
Oh, yeah. I like it. We'll see if they have a removal spell for this. It's actually really hard to remove. Heartless Act doesn't do it because it has counters. So Eliminate doesn't do it. All the popular cards don't really matter. Oh, baby. Oh, I think I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I think we should.
I think that's, sometimes a card like this is just lethal. Skyclave Shade, Dina. And there are 2 more Village Rites. I'm just gonna look around for any
crazies.
Well, how are they gonna remove this? I'm kind of curious. Do they have any removal?
It doesn't look like they do.
Yeah, they're an all-in combo deck. They're not gonna kill this, so We're just going to try to keep sending this at them and put them under pressure. Also, their hand isn't looking great as long as we don't die to the Skyclave Shades.
Which we shouldn't. I definitely think we should do Flame Painter now. Because knowing they don't have any answers for it.
Oh yeah, they just have to block it every single turn.
Yeah.
Attack first and they'll probably
Into the
block.
Scorpion?
Yeah, let them block with their Scorpion so it's not, so they don't have it for when the Flame Painter comes down, I think.
Even when we would probably just cast Prismari Command? There's no other spells in the yard for us right now.
You're right. So we could save that, remove that.
Yeah, and then so we keep it up to save the Skyclave. Their deck is more aggressive and they've got Drain, so I
Actually, I like that. Good call. Good call.
I think we are on the defensive here. I would like your play if we didn't have an answer for it, I think.
Makes sense. So this is a 1/3?
Yeah, the 1/3 is awkward.
Maybe Prismari Command plus EFREET Flame Painter can beat it? Whoa.
Oh, that's actually kind of great.
That is really great.
Yeah, so we just block.
Let's see. You gain 1 life, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay. I mean, it's not that much. I mean, like this, right? They don't have any tricks.
Yeah, I guess not. I don't know. You saw their deck. I didn't really see it that much.
Yeah, they had no combat tricks. Now they don't even have village rights.
Wait a minute. Why didn't our guy die?
Our guy?
To the Death Touch?
It doesn't have Death Touch.
Oh, that thing doesn't have Death Touch? What the heck? Why are they playing that card?
Edit.
You can leave it.
Oh, I know. I'm just messing. I'm messing. Of course we're leaving it. That was too funny. All right, are you ready for some excitement?
Yes.
All right. Let's do... I think we can Fire Prophecy this out of the way.
Yeah.
We can Creative Outburst and send it directly to the graveyard. We could also play this and like draw 2 and discard 2, but that doesn't guarantee we get to do the thing.
I think we let the Flame Painter in.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
And then I also like attacking with both, and then we can discard the Outburst. And they're tapped out. We can actually just do it main just to make sure nothing happens, I think.
Oh yeah, so that priority doesn't pose us somehow.
Yeah, or some weird misclick.
Oh baby. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah.
Spicy.
Feel it. Feel the burn. Oh man, what do you want? What do you want? I think I'll grab another one of these. Fine. All of these are pretty good. Down to 3.
We did it!
And we'll cast the Fire Prophecy.
To exile their thing, right? Is that the one that exiles?
Unfortunately, no. But it's fine.
That's the other one. All of them, like, in Limited, they're all a big blur.
They're all 3 damage to thing, right?
There's a 3 damage exile one.
Yeah, that's the Scorching Dragonfire. Well, we did have that in the deck for a minute as well. But now we have 2 Prismari commands that can go upstairs even if they somehow blocked our board. This game's been a bit poppin'.
This whole time, I thought that thing had Death Touch. Literally the whole time. That's part of the reason I stopped you from attacking. Because I thought they were going to just trade and dome us for 3. It's fine.
It's fine. It happens. It happens.
Why doesn't that Scorpion have Death Touch?
I don't know. It is a Scorpion.
That doesn't even make
It should be
sense.
able to sting you.
Now that this has happened, I actually remember in my set review being like, what the heck? Did they forget a term here? Like,
They definitely forgot a term.
okay.
But that's what it really is all about. All right, so we'll go make 2 damage to face, make treasure. And then 2 damage to face, make treasure, and that should do it. They can gain life, right? No, that's not how that card works. Point, click.
Their thing can't block anyway. I think we just had it already with the attack, I think.
We could have just attacked, but then, you don't get to flex. All right, they sent the good game. We'll send them some love.
We don't get to cast 3 mana shocks for fun.
I like it. I can't lie.
We did it! The deck is amazing! All right, so we added a couple new cards, right?
Yeah, we've got Draconic Intervention, 2 of those, and 2 copies of Crush the Weak. And that are going to try to pave the way for the Flame Painter. Just trimmed a couple of the spot removal spells. Ooh.
Looks like a decent starting hand.
We've also got you as the pilot now to try to bring home the first win for our EFREET Flame Painter pile.
Hey.
Oh, pile in a respectful way.
Oh.
Always.
Okay.
Jaspera Sentinel.
Interesting one.
Curious to see what kind of Witherbloom deck is coming at us here that starts with the elf. It might just be elf tribal. The elves are in the black-green house now.
They did not attack, which is interesting. Are they playing this tapped?
It's that, or we could set up for a turn 3 intervention or flame painter by using the opus for
Tossing
treasure.
the opus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Toss the opus on their turn.
And see if we can do something awesome. Plumb the Forbidden. Alright, so maybe one of these sacrifice decks. Have you seen one of these decks pop off? These Magecraft Golgari decks? They put like 50 triggers on the stack to drain you out.
In Limited, that's really hard.
Yeah, it's just starting to get steam in Standard. You know, little flex. Just my Golgari Plumb the Forbidden combo deck just went over 100,000 views. I saw like in the last couple days.
That is pretty spicy.
So we'll see if that's what this opponent is up to.
Do you want a Flame Painter?
I mean,
it's tough.
This is that thing.
Maybe do you want to just do this to be safe? We'd rather lose it.
That depends. You're the pilot. Are you a safe pilot?
They didn't do anything.
Or are you like Maverick in Top Gun and you just take it right to the edge?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this.
Okay. All right.
And then if they kill it, then maybe we're a little safer. If they don't kill it, we could probably like double Sear or something.
Yep. Or Prismari Command is pretty awesome. We could get the full 4 modes even if we wanted for content. Lovey-dovey beast. Oh, we've got Soul Sear. That's pretty cool.
We do. Which is great. Do we want to copy it and waste our treasure? Probably not.
We don't have anything big to do with the treasure yet. We don't have a handful of huge spells. So I don't think it would be a terrible use of things, but we could also play the Flame Painter and then possibly pave the way for it next turn with the double Soul Sear.
As long as they don't have removal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We can also Prismari Command, and then Draconic, if we make a treasure with it, we can Draconic Intervention, exiling Prismari Command, which kills everything but the Lovestruck Beast, which they might have attacked with. So yeah, this gives us a lot of options for next turn. And
no removal. No removal.
Village Rights.
Great.
All right, if any of those options end in a Magma Opus, we frickin' did it. That's the win.
Great. Yeah, play that. No removals.
Nice.
Also great. I'm fine to kill that too.
Did not attack with the beast. That's too bad. All right, can you finagle a way to oh wait, I think I see it.
What does this thing do again? It's got a lot of text. Text damage. Non-dragons. Okay.
Yep.
So is it Soul Sear? Copy it. Kill the Soul Steeper and then attack, and it'll eat a Sentinel, but that's okay.
Okay, so let me try one.
Okay.
Oh, the rope is going. Try casting Prismari Command and do 2 damage to the beast.
Are we doubling it?
And make a treasure, and don't double it.
Okay. 2 damage to target creature.
Yep.
Create a treasure.
2 damage to the beast.
2 damage to the beast.
Yep.
Target player.
Yep. And then, after this resolves, you're going to play Seagate Restoration untapped and cast Draconic Intervention and exile the Prismari Command. Yep. Pay the 3.
And then Draconic Intervention.
Yep.
For what?
Auto pay. Yep. And exile Prismari Command from the graveyard. This is going to deal 3 damage to all those creatures.
Whoa.
And leave both of our creatures intact. And then we get to attack, and the EFREET Flame Painter can cast the Magma Opus. Please don't removals.
Please don't removals.
They might have Plumb the Forbidden here, and they get to draw a bunch of cards.
Okay, that's still kind of fine, yeah.
We still get to Opus them.
Opus them, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was a good line. I didn't, to be honest, I also didn't know what the other card did. The red one with all the text.
Oh, it takes... Yeah, these cards are a book. Now, unfortunately, we have Double Strike, but we don't get to... Yeah, we don't get to really exploit the Double Strike. We also don't get to copy with the Rootha. So maybe in a longer game we would have figured out a way to make more out of it, but I like this. At least we get to do the thing.
Target permanents, I can't submit 0.
Yeah, just target 2 of their lands or something.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, I can tap. Yeah, I can tap that. Make a bunch of stuff. Great.
All right. I'm nervous about our Negate and our Test of Talents not being good in the matchup, so we'll see what happens. It would be awesome to draw another Prismari Command and get rid of them. We do have copied Soul Sear. That should definitely pave the way, and we can discard Creative Outburst to make a treasure. Witherbloom Apprentice and Sedgemoor Witch. Okay, those
cost 3 life, right?
They are set up with some Magecraft. All right, so 5 mana can double Soul Sear to pave the way.
Yeah, to target creature or planeswalker. The other option is we can like discard the Opus, Soul Sear one thing, and send with everything. I mean, they might chump,
which is great,
but then that's okay. And if they don't chump, then the Opus just blows them up.
Yeah, I like that.
So probably kill the Witch.
They are at 7/2, so yeah, it's pretty great. You have to pay the ward 3 life, which I think is fine.
So it's weird that the big action. So we can do this at instant speed, right? Yeah. So we could also just attack first, and they might take it.
Oh, they have a pest now.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting that.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
But I still think that maybe is correct.
And we get to hold up counter magic if they try to cast a spell that's going to make our life harder. And they're really close to dead.
Yeah, they are.
The Witherbloom Apprentice can gain some life, but they're really low.
So now I think we just hold up and negate.
Yeah.
And then I like pitching these at instant speed when they don't block the EFREET Flame Painter. Flame.
Paint Flamer. It's actually a lot harder to say than I thought it was.
If they didn't have a pest, I think there's a good chance they let this through with no spells, really.
Oh! I would have negated. That card is really good.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Okay, we get another chance. That card can gain a ton of life in this deck. All right, gotta find the way through.
Probably Into the Roil. Double? Bounce.
Probably leave, if we leave the Apprentice.
This up.
Yeah, so they have to block with that. And then they go to 2? 1. Or, yeah, 2, I think. Or unless it's just lethal. Okay, they have to block the 4/4, so they're going to get hit by the Flame Painter, which means we cast a spell from our graveyard.
I don't think we had anything really. The Soul Sear and the Bounce is all we had.
Darn. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't have enough mana to pitch one of the better cards.
Good enough though. Got the job done.
Yeah.
Nice. You got the win.
Take a win. Flame Painter, did it cast anything?
Oh yeah, we cast that Magma Opus. When we did the Prismari Draconic Intervention thing. It was sweet.
All right.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
The mom spaghetti moment, as we call it, in honor of the M&M Classic 8 Mile. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance. We're going to ranked. And I'm ranked 1438, so I'm on the edge of being a percentage gamer. So this is a big game. A big game. And we've got a Torrent Sculptor hand. And our opponent is Yorion. Okay.
Uh-oh. Are the powers of the Sky Noodle going to be used against you?
I am sure they are. And this is probably Emergent Ultimatum. And the Torrent Sculptor play is really good, but it's a lot worse on the draw. And there's nothing we can do about that. So I think we just have to go with this. We need to draw the Negate or the Test of Talents. And then I think we're in it. That is a lot of treasure cards. Oh, they're playing blue-black control. Ooh. Oh, that's a really rough one. That's not what we wanted to see. Right? Omen of the Sea.
You didn't want to play the Pathway in case you get...
Yes, I did. I did want to do that. Good call. Good call. I still forget, but just about every time.
It's muscle memory at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, having the Pathway as the last land, because then you'll know if you need double red or double blue, is just something I've gotten so used to. That Fabled Passage might mean they have mana problems. You don't really want to play it as their third land. Okay. I think we go for the Torrent Sculptor.
Yeah. Seems correct.
I think we want double blue because the Shatterskull Smashing can be our red. So here we go.
Old.
Do not Jwari Disrupt me. Don't do it. If they had a Jwari Disruption, I think they'd play it. So I don't think we have to play around that. No! They know me. They've seen my Prismari deck. Rip.
Rippin' pepperonis.
I hope that's not like just the end there. I hope that we need something to fill the middle. We need to fill the land drops between now and 7 when we start casting these to keep pressure on. We don't have it yet. I wonder if we just made 2 treasures and then cast a 7. No, it's not worth it. It's just too many resources.
I mean, some of them redraw you more resources, which is the benefit of that. But if it gets countered, then you're super bad news bears.
I think I pay 3 and play around another disruption.
Yeah.
I've definitely, even though they're 80 card deck, I've been disrupted multiple times on plenty of occasions.
I mean, they did just have it.
They did just have it when I didn't think they would. They trixied me.
Very sad.
We could play this now while they're tapped out, but I like just kind of, if they want to counter this, that's one less counter.
That's the problem with these decks, though. They always have more.
Actually, the damage isn't worth it, is it? Let's go with the treasure instead. Yeah, their win condition is going to be something extremely slow and painful, like a Crawling Barrens or a Shark Typhoon. Alright, Seagate Restoration. I think we drop... Maybe we just keep the land. Hit a bunch of land drops and then eventually play this Outburst. What do you think? That?
Yeah.
Like, if we somehow resolve this, that's pretty good. Do it again. Think. See what we draw.
Sure.
Gonna have a lot of treasure anyway.
Yeah, man, that first counterspell is just brutal.
Yeah, pretty much took all the wind out of the sails. And now they're gonna negate, which you're happy to get rid of it, but it probably means they have more. If they're playing the version of the deck that I run, they run like 4 negates, 4 Saw Comings. So much.
all that super fun magic.
Oh yeah.
For everyone at the table.
Yeah. We could go for, like, sack the treasure and go for a restoration, but I really want to resolve that. I think we go for an outburst on their turn and restoration on ours.
Yep.
It's not a very big restoration, unfortunately. It could use more cards.
What does the restoration do?
So, draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand plus 1, and you have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game.
Okay.
If they need to counter this as well.
They might counter this to make way for the restoration, maybe.
Even then, we only get to draw, I think, 2 cards, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. Cool. Now we can keep trying to chain on their end step. I don't think we go for this
here. I think we wait, just because... I also might have considered holding the island just to make the restoration better.
I did. We still need 7, though, to cast the restoration itself. So we would have to play it at some point.
Well, if you just need 7, you just need 1 more land, so you can play it at any point, right?
That's true. That's a good point.
If we were at 5, then we needed to... Or, yeah, if we needed it at 5, we needed to get to 6 and 7. But
that's a good point.
If the plan right now is to outburst on their turn, Seagate on ours, we don't really need the 7th.
Mm-hmm. They've got a Foretold card. Might be a Saw It Coming. They're going to Cling to Dust. Draws them a card.
Honestly, that might be their win condition, which is super annoying.
Cling to Dust? Just... Oh, yeah. Just suck us dry. Right? It's okay. We're just going to throw our whole deck at their face and see what happens. Easy.
They have their Crawling Barrens, which is the card you were talking about.
Okay, they took it. I think we just keep grabbing...
Run it back, yeah.
Yeah, run it back. Again.
Pass?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they haven't charged... If they charge the Crawling Barrens, we can do this in response.
Yeah.
And they're not doing that.
Slows them down.
Okay. They've got 1,000,000 cards. We know that if we played any creature, they would jump all over it and kill it. They're casting the Yorion. Nice.
Okay. So here's the question. Do we...
I think we respond to the Omen coming back, just in case they would find a Negate, and before they get to make that decision.
Yeah. Do you kill the Yorion and go face?
I think I go face.
Okay.
I think so. I feel like in this matchup, in everything about this game, we have to take risks and just go for it.
I hope I didn't punish you and get you Jarl one more time. Whatever that... Okay, good.
Saw it coming, okay.
If it was the pay 1 thing, I would have felt really bad.
Heartbreaker, yeah. Now we get Seagate. It's going to draw some cards. That can clear the Yorion sometime. And we still have a lot of Opus in the deck. Let's see. Sculptor can also discard this for 4 damage, but this is a 5. Test of Talents might be nice at some point. We draw Magma Opus, and we can also Test of Talents. There's...
To protect it?
Yep. So, we've been through a lot of cards. We've only seen 1. Okay, they're using Fae of Wishes. They're gonna go get something. Disdainful Stroke.
Which hopefully we can test.
We can also push out a Torrent Sculptor here, which is probably hard for them to deal with, but they'll probably have Extinction Event.
They might stroke it.
That's true. I guess we have to, because we don't have really anything else going on.
Yep, I think so. Just build up our mana base, hopefully.
Keep them busy. Make them work for it.
Yep. Honestly, after we got smashed on that first turn 3 or whatever, I thought this was not going to be a game.
Oh, this is good. They can't Disdainful Stroke a Test of Talents, so it's possible, not for sure, but it is possible that they will that they will try to Extinction Event and we can test it. And then they can't kill this. It's possible. They would need a different counter for the talents, because the stroke won't do it. Oh, it's exciting. We actually have a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. Yorion attacks. Down to just 9 life.
Yeah.
Extinction Event, like we talked about.
They could still have Saw It coming again.
Yep, they could. I think if they do, we tap their mana and then we top deck something good, right?
I hope so.
Hold on to your butts.
Hold on to your butts. Did I get that from you or did you get that from me?
I don't know. I got it from Jurassic Park, as far as I know.
Oh. Maybe that's where I got it from.
Samuel L. Jackson, he pushes the big button. He's like, hold on to your butts, and there you go.
That is probably where I got it from. I just didn't know. Yay!
Resolves. Oh, look at their hand. 2 Heartless Axe, a Bloodchief's Thirst, a Shark Typhoon, Erebos' Intervention can gain life, ew, and Disdainful Stroke, but they don't have another, like, Saw It coming. And I don't think they're going to be able to stop the Sculptor right away. Alright, so let's get these events out of their deck so they can't just easy top another one. Oh my gosh, this is such a me deck. 1 Lockmere Serpent, 1 Ugin, 1 Midnight Clock. Oh, it's beautiful in a way.
Are you jealous you're not playing that deck?
No, I love your deck.
We did it!
But they have Disdainful Stroke, so how do we get them? They're gonna have to spend a lot of mana on this next turn to get rid of it.
Can we Draconic? How does that card work again?
So we can exile a card from the graveyard, and it deals that much damage. So we would need a 5. We don't want a 6. If we do a 6, we kill our own creature. We don't have it.
Well, we have 2 3s, so we could bait it out by doing 2 3s.
Doing it twice?
So they would Disdainful Stroke the second one, and then the next turn we're clear for the Opus.
Okay. And it could be lethal. It could be lethal. Oh my gosh. See what they do. They might go for this Heartless Act.
They could also chump with Sharky.
Yeah, that's true. They're going for the Heartless Act. Oh my god. So we make them pay the ward. And then I think we Opus them.
Yeah. Do we want to kill the Yorion just to be safe?
It's 4 damage.
Oh, it's 4 damage?
And I don't think so. At 9, I don't think they get there. They can power up the Barons, but it doesn't have any counters yet. And it makes... It's a 4/4.
Yeah.
So they have to deal with that too.
And they don't even kill the creature.
Yeah.
That's great.
And we might just draw into another burn spell. Submit 1. Casting this is always such a... I'm going to tap your Omen of the Sea, because I'm crafty like that, and submit. Bang. Oh my goodness.
Got another Opus.
Oh, they still have a Disdainful Stroke, though. We have to figure out how to tap them out.
Well, we have 2 lethal targets on board.
Oh,
they have to deal with those first.
Yep. That's right. We could also draw that Negate that's in the deck. A fight to stay in the numbers, man.
Okay.
Going for a Shark Typhoon.
And they're holding open 3 mana, which I assume is Bloodchief's Thirst and the Disdainful Stroke. I was gonna say Negate, but
okay. So that makes a Shark. That dies. We can Fire Prophecy their Shark, and then they would have to block with the Yorion, but that's a trade. We might have to cast this anyway.
Yeah.
I think we go for this, though. I think we do. Because we might draw into... It's another shot at drawing Negate.
Okay.
I wish it could go face so much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe it's the intervention.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because we need the land if we draw the negate. Soul Sear, that gets through the Yorion.
Oh my gosh. And they can't do the thing. They can't destroke it.
They can Erebos' intervention though. But then they get Opus. Do we have enough mana? 1,
We're
2,
short
3,
one.
4, 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 8. This is 3.
Great.
I think we've got it.
Great. So okay, great. And then they Ouroboros intervention in response to gain life on their own thing.
And make a shark so that it can block it.
And then we Magma Opus them.
And they die. Oh my gosh. I thought this game was over.
Oh, they didn't do the thing.
Not yet. They can cast it. Wait.
No, they can't target. They had to do their own creature, don't they?
They can still target it. It will get countered, but they still get a shark. They still get a shark.
Okay, great. Well, then they still get opused.
Yep, they still have to use the mana to do it, and then they get opused. Okay, so we'll end it here. Oh my goodness.
We did it!
We actually did it! Okay. Oh, don't hit me. I've got to click the right things. All right, submit one. There's so many clicks to do. I'm tapping your enchantments. Oh yeah.
We did it!
Oh,
on the ranked match!
Yes!
Woo. I thought we were so screwed after that turn 3 when we got totally wrecked by that counter spell.
The line is the line that people love is never didn't have it.
I just want to say my deck is amazing.
And we are back for the post-game wrap, and wow, this deck actually delivered. Undefeated on ladder. That game was wild.
That was a great game.
Really something. So, what do you think of the deck?
We didn't get to Flame Painter as much as I want. We got a little Flame Painter action in the beginning of the video, but we didn't really get any at the end, so I was a little sad about that. Rootha, the time we got to use her, was pretty sweet. Overall, I think it was great. The interventions, I don't know if we really found a good spot for it, but I still think it was a good addition to the deck.
Okay, I agree with all of that, and I think that the Flame Painter, it did kind of showcase, yes, this is powerful. On the right draw, when it pops, it's a really strong card, but most people are going to do something about that, you know? Any kind of removal kind of messes with it, but the deck has like a raw power level with the Magma Opus and Creative Outburst and the Torrent Sculptors that it can overcome some tough situations, like we saw.
That last game going outburst into outburst into outburst into opus was just nuts.
Everything I want to do, man. That was epic. I'm glad you were here for that one. And thank you for being on this episode and being the first ever guest pilot on my daily video. So let people know where to find you.
Awesome. So you guys will find me doing a lot of co-ops with CGB. I'm MTGNerdGirl on both Twitch and YouTube. And CGB will come and do some limited on my YouTube channel from time to time. So you guys can check that out if you're interested.
And put up the plug screen really quick so I can plug our promotion.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
and again, we are here sponsored by CoolStuffInc.com. And if you guys want to use the promo code B2S, the abbreviation for back to school, to kind of commemorate our co-op here.
Our week-long co-ops.
Yep, our week-long co-op. Then you will get 15% off Mystical Archive singles, and you'll get one of each of our tokens in the same order. So it's a really good deal. It's live till May 2nd. Please check out the link in the description. We appreciate that very, very much because we do enjoy getting to make sweet content for you guys. And on that note, thank you for watching this video. As always, we will see you in the next video.
And as always, you're cool.